I'm a fucking patriot in this fucking country.
Is that how you feel?
I gave my blood, sweat, and tears to the rebel nation. You motherfuckers.
You seen the video where the dude's like, this flag is from my family's farm. And they're like, who worked on the farm? Everyone got quiet. It's not about racism.
Smile, you always rolling by yourself.
Whoa.
I'm in the city, but you never
What's that flag
hear
called?
myself. Yeah, I hate that you
Confederate
toxic
flag.
rebels
Yeah,
that
Tori and I saw
run
someone with a
out of
Confederate flag
love.
on the way back from Vegas. Yeah.
I
said I'm in my bag, I pop
What'd you
some
tell
tags
her?
you think I haven't blown.
So you fucking
I know
cracker?
they mad, I throw some bins you never seen before. Look on their
Oh my
face,
God, I need my hot
think
tea for
it's
this one.
pity, eyes wide open, closed. I'm in my space, I run my business till it's over. I get them bins out the runway, they get to bed just to wake up on Monday. I throw a plate and they tell me it's one day. Fuck what you say, cause we doing it our way. Move with the gang and we move in the hallway. Fuck all the plankers
When am I
and
gonna
shit
do a
ain't
live
no
performance
Broadway.
for
I
y'all?
keep it clean,
For
shoot
real,
the shit
bro.
up in pride.
You
Yeah,
do it
she
every day.
complaining when she on the spot.
Y'all never once asked me for a live performance. Whole time I know y'all.
Well, okay,
Bro.
honestly, no, you would be like, where's my money? I gotta get paid for some shit. I ain't gonna do the live performance. I'm gonna get paid.
So you don't have no money? Give me some money. Man, whatever, bro.
Bro, just
You
pull
too
up to the
expensive, bro. You
open
too
mic
expensive.
with the speaker, and there's your live
Yeah, I'll be like,
performance.
can I perform, bro? You got a good sound system?
Hilarious.
Shit. Look, anyways, welcome to the Really Good Podcast, man. Home of the Really Good Podcast, home of discussion. You know who it is, man. Rizzy the Great in the building. Sakibi Comedy in the building. He just went up last night. I saw him do a
Keep it
great
real.
set. He was present. Kai Creations in this motherfucker,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We are live and direct, man. If you're watching this, like and subscribe. Appreciate all the
No,
new yeah, fuck it. Just clap it up every episode. That's what we gotta do till I get the drops back.
Yo, we the drink champs.
We in this motherfucker, man.
Don't
Yeah,
bring it
drink
up.
chance,
You
huh?
know, I'm playing. Keep it a secret.
But shit, what is it? Episode 55.
Hey.
Yeah.
go.
Shout out to all the
Five.
5. Good luck or bad
That's a
luck.
dime bag.
Hey, okay. But man, yeah, shout out to all the new
Keep it
followers
50-50.
too. We probably getting a bunch of we getting a lot of new subs. So if you're watching this for the first time, we appreciate y'all being with us.
Love y'all.
And if you're one of our returning viewers, y'all are the fucking goats, man.
Exactly.
Y'all I think we got 80 something people now on notification bell.
Let's go.
Want to know
we
the
need
exact
200.
number? You want to know the exact number? 87. How did you know?
I took a great
Nah,
guess.
you saw when the laptop was open, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You
I didn't.
slick.
I swear
you
I did
slick.
it. You know, I didn't want to guess up because that's what I did last time.
Yeah, you be fucking it up.
And I still guessed up.
He'd be like, hey, you was on the money though. But yeah, appreciate y'all, everyone new tapping in and everyone who got that notification bell on, man.
Ding,
If
ding.
you rocking with the game, man, you gotta put that motherfucker on.
Yes, let's go.
What's
and,
up?
And support the motherfucking TikTok. As
TikTok,
we see y'all
YouTube,
supporting it, we love
Instagram.
it. Keep commenting, keep hating, keep loving, do all of that.
Yeah, TikTok's been a vibe lately. I can't lie. Although when we had a lot of the fat phobic ones, I can't lie. Those were some of the ones I didn't tap into. I did not tap into.
Bro, because we posted like 5 from the one clip, so it's like,
Honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't like usually it's very fun to get on there and like argue with anybody and like everybody and anybody. But that one, just because it was such like a small clip of like the entirety of what we talked about, I was just like, this seems very negative. Like when I was watching myself, so I'm like, because I could already see so many viewpoints that would be valid, and I don't really necessarily want to respond. I want to respond to the dumbasses, the other one where I called y'all homophobic. I said, which part would y'all want to be grabbed?
funny, yeah.
And motherfuckers in the comments like, this is what he means by that, and what he's actually trying to say is that technically they're homophobic because blah blah, and like those are the funny shits, bro. That's the shit I'm in there for. But if it's like a take, I feel like I might have came off negative. I don't want to die on that hill. I was like, I'll let y'all handle the comments. I'm just gonna chill off that one.
Yeah. Also, I'm just curious, like, especially like people who've been tapping into the podcast. Yo, if y'all really do have some questions that you guys are curious about, please ask us in the comments. Whether it's TikTok, YouTube, or even the new Instagram page.
If it's dumb
going up.
shit though, just do it on TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok's
yeah,
more for
please,
like the dumb
please.
shit, you know.
We
we
love
like
that
to
shit.
we want to keep the intellect on the platform
no
good,
mixing.
you know. Not a bunch of bullshit.
no
yeah.
interbreeding.
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say with that clip, because if you watch the clip in its entirety, it's a good clip.
Yeah.
You're making some pretty good points. You're making some pretty good observations about like compound muscle.
And also,
shit
they
like
don't know
that.
who we were talking about too, though.
Exactly, yeah.
It was to a specific person who was talking about, if you don't like fat girls, you fat phobic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but then when you clip it in little pieces like
And
that,
I'm
it's
like, I ain't fucking with nobody fat, bro. If you fat, I'm like, man, because then every time after that, I'm with someone I know that's like overweight. I'm like, just on the viewpoint of like, I ain't trying to offend nobody. It was in the context of, if you're someone who's overweight and you trying to tell me y'all fat phobic because you don't want someone fat, I'm definitely like standing on 10 toes. Like, well, it is what it is because I'm not
Yeah.
dating nobody fat
Yeah.
based on these things. Now you put it out in like a 15-second clip. I'm like,
Exactly,
I'm glad it's out though. I mean, fucking no,
Yeah.
all this shit, man. We pushing out
Y'all ate
content.
that shit up. I loved your preference take.
No facts. No, I thought
That
all
was
that.
amazing.
No, your shit about the preferences. See, that was another one. I'm like, I'm
People
not
saying
looking.
dumb shit.
Oh, see, I didn't even look through those comments.
And we had like conflicting views on it, so it's like it was kind of perfect. And you got your point off. Like, despite like your point is a lot longer than what the clip was, but it was solid. I feel like
TikTok's a vibe, bro.
Bro,
people were defending you too.
Well, I didn't say. I don't think I said anything crazy, which was like I just said I got tired of this shit. But no, one girl was like, "Oh yeah, this is the problem. This is why this issue with black men." And like she brought up black men or hating black women. Pretty like I hate black women from my preference sake. Which
Bro,
I
for
said,
now
I
on,
hate
you
all
should just
black
be
women.
telling people you identify as white.
Bro, just tell
no.
them that you're on the black app.
No, I'm like, oh, bro, old girl, hit me back up.
You should just start
Hey.
calling everyone racist when they say like it's always the black men. Be like, why would you stereotype me based
Yeah.
off my race and sex? That's
say
pretty
anything
fucked
about
up.
that shit.
And I identify as a white male. And so how about you fucking ask before you assume some shit like that?
It was another clip. Dude was like, "Oh yeah, because he probably fuck with white women. Or he prefer white women." Like what?
I never
Is that
seen you
the
with a white
vibe?
woman.
That's
Actually,
all.
except
I
for
fuck
once.
with
But she was more getting at you.
I fuck with like
Yeah,
two white
yeah.
people in my
Yeah.
whole life, and I wasn't impressed.
Right?
That shit was very stale and bland.
Her country's at war with the Ukraine now.
Man, that shit was stale, bro. Had no seasoning to it. No seasoning.
Unseasoned meat, chicken
For real.
breast.
Maybe 3 white bitches, but still, like that's not in comparison. to
3?
Yeah.
No, that's quite the
I forgot
tally,
about
my
that.
friend.
No, bro, you
That's
gotta,
quite the tally,
I
my
thought
friend.
it's a 2 white girl quota.
Actually, slept with 2.
Okay.
What an adult way to put I slept with her. Nah, it sound like, have you begun sleeping with him? Yeah, we're sleeping together now. Remind me of Love is
No
Blind.
sex.
That one couple don't be fucking. Well, I'm back on season
yeah,
1. I
yeah.
already finished season 2. Then he dialed it back to watch season 1.
I gotta see that shit.
I know her
Yeah.
name, Jessica.
Yeah.
bro.
With the
They're
little
funny as
dude.
hell.
Yeah,
Hey,
alright.
you had some shit.
No, you had some shit.
What do you mean?
You said, I'm about to say some shit.
Oh shit! I got some shit.
He got some shit.
Don't
Okay,
get too
okay.
excited, bro.
Bruh. Are you guys like familiar with Demetrius Bell?
Who?
He's an NFL superstar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these folks don't watch football, but it's okay. Demetrius Bell. His mother is Gloria Bell.
No relation to Drake Bell.
No,
Okay.
not at all. Not at all.
I just got
Gloria Bell, right? Carl Malone impregnated Gloria Bell
Nice.
when she was like young, huh?
when she was 13 and he
Ooh,
was
not
20, bro.
Not nice.
Yeah, niggas know Karl
Bro.
Malone weird. That's why Brown passed him up. You can't have no fucking pedophile number 2 scorer of all time, dog.
Bro, that's wild. And the shit, her parents didn't even like do any charges because they didn't want the hometown star to go to prison. And then they were asking him for child support for $200 a week, and he was like, "Fuck no."
$200
Bro, that's
a week.
crazy. $200
But also,
a week.
obviously, it was a lot more back then. But that shit.
Nigga was still making millions.
He was making millions, son. Like,
Well, what year was that? I gotta see what he
I
made.
think
in
it
like,
happened in 1983.
Okay.
Back in
he was still making
1983. And but at first he was like, "Fuck no." But then the court, after they took him to what was it? Is it home court? No,
Family court.
family court. They took him to family court, and then he was asked to pay $125 per week. That's wild, son.
Yeah,
and
he's-
everybody just accepts Karl Malone into the culture
What
like
year is-
nothing happened.
Do you say it was 92, 93?
83.
Oh shit. Okay, well in 93, he was making like around 2 mil from like 92, from like 90 to 92. Sorry.
Still millions. And for a baby, that's like,
13. No.
yeah, no,
she's
she was
Dog,
13.
I'ma
like,
keep it a
they
stat
didn't
with
put
you,
you
bro.
in prison.
I think he might have joined the league. I think his first season in the league was 90. So let's just say that shit was 90. He still made 2 mil.
Oh, my bad. I forgot to preface. He was in college at the time when he impregnated
okay.
her.
Nigga was broke. I'm trying to think the math. Okay, that makes a little more sense. But 200 a week
That is
just
terrible, bro. What the fuck?
I never knew that story about Karl Malone until recently.
yeah, but they were talking about that shit around the Jordan doc. Everyone was talking about like he was with a 13-year-old or 13-year-old. I think there was other people too. That shit's hella weird. Oh yeah, he impregnated her. That was the big thing though. Karl Malone's a weird dude, but I feel like that's why people don't really talk about Karl Malone. Like in the sports world, I don't speak about him like that.
that makes
Like
sense.
that. Recently, obviously, because Brown passed him, but people like it's just not that much you want to talk about because
Yeah.
that shit is weird.
That's disgusting. What's up with dudes liking like little kids? Like that's not attractive at all. Like they're not even on the same mental space as you. Like what are you gonna fucking talk about?
Hey, but he made a fucking NBA, NFL superstar.
Fuck him. Bro.
That's crazy.
disgusting.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing with that one. Let me
You wish you could take that one back, huh? No,
A little
I'm
bit.
playing.
For real. Hey, edit that motherfucker.
Wasn't all bad.
You're gonna start standing up and trying to fight us.
Hey. All right, there we go. My bad. Go back to when you said, thanks for reminding me, bro.
Oh,
I
thanks
forgot
for
that
reminding
shit.
me, right? Oh, bro, I just can't believe it. It's so crazy. I feel like the reason that it didn't get put into the media as much because they didn't press charges and him going to prison. So
Especially back then, though, just media was like different.
Yeah.
Now that
fucking
shit would have
cell
been all
phones.
over. But especially around when The Last Dance was out, I started seeing a bunch of posts about like just that shit is weird, bro. Like the age she was at, the age he was. 20 dating she was 13.
I was 13.
How did they even meet, bro?
They
That's
were
wild.
what was it called? They're from the same hometown, so they definitely linked somewhere. I don't know. Probably.
Nigga, I don't know.
Chuck
No
E. Cheese's?
13-year-olds from my town. Obviously it was a smaller town where they at. Chuck E. Cheese.
You gonna meet a 13-year-old?
She was with her friends. They were skateboarding, and then I pulled up on them. Yeah.
Skate land? That's disgusting.
Yeah, she
bro.
had mascara on. I was
No,
like, what?
Bro, as a father, I'm killing you, bro. Like, you can't impregnate my 13-year-old daughter.
I'm more surprised by the fucking father. Like, you didn't want to do nothing about that,
He's a pussified, punktified. No.
and you let
You
the
got an NFL star, bro.
and you had the fucking baby.
So it evens out?
No, but those genes are strong, right? What you mean? Wait, what you... Oh, no, I'm tripping. I was thinking like, what you mean the dad? But I was thinking about his kid again. My bad, ignore me.
Yeah.
I'm drunk.
That's just wild. The fucking kid, like, or the dad, like, you ain't gonna do nothing about that. Oh, he's the hometown star, so I
I
don't
don't
want
give
to put
a
him in.
fuck.
Yeah, that's a little weird defending
the
him
fuck
because he's
outta
the
here.
hometown star. Fuck all that. That's your daughter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Last thing before we go into like topics. I just had a thought. I want to see what y'all have to say. Like, you know how everyone is nonstop talking about gas prices. Like, it's like becoming, you know, they talk about Californians. Everywhere they go, they talk about traffic. Oh, how was the traffic? Oh, you took the 405. Everyone talks about that shit.
Yeah.
Now gas is the new thing. Like, everyone just talks about it, complains. And this shit's crazy. It's like $7 at certain places you go. Actually, what's like that? Usually, what you be seeing, like 6 and change?
Yeah.
Everyone complains. But what would happen if we just boycotted? Like, other places, oh, fuck, I was supposed to do that research. Other places have boycotted the shit. And there's not much that, like, you don't not reach your goal when you boycott. If we all just said, let's not get gas on Thursday, what's going to happen with the gas price? Because people know that the gas companies, they're doing bullshit. They're keeping their shit high because they're just serving themselves. If everyone were to boycott, they would have no choice but to lower the cost, because the cost isn't just based on the supply anymore. It's based on them doing janky shit. And that's even what, like, Biden said. They doing shit. Like, it's a lot of it is on the gas companies. If we just boycott it, but all we do is like complain, like, I feel like as like a nation, we feel like we're super like boisterous, I guess, with our voices and our opinions, and we're so heard, and we don't have a hesitancy to protest. But about stuff that really matters, especially like stuff that hurts people's pockets, we don't really band together like that. As far as like gas, I forgot what countries have done it and had success. If we just all said, nah, on Thursdays we not fueling up, imagine how much that would hurt a gas station. You could just do the numbers and look how much a gas station makes per day. You could say, okay, now that we've all got on board with Thursday, let's not do Tuesday. And if 5 people, 10 people in the day say, fuck it, I'm going anyways, that's still a big ass hit. I just feel like all we do is complain, but we don't even think about the very easy, logical stuff we could do. Don't fill up on Friday anymore.
I wish we could, but we're not unionized, or we're not together as the people of the country. You know, I think like the last time we all kind of like banded together and had more, I guess, of the same idea about something was 9/11, because like we all had a common enemy, right? It's like at that point it didn't matter if you were black, white, brown, purple, whatever. It's like, oh, we see that this a horrific event has happened, terrorist event has happened to America. We're all the same now, right?
Yeah,
And it kind of
it's on
like
our
brought like a sullen feeling, emotion to like the country. I was young, but I've heard people talk about it. But ever since then, it's like, nah, fuck that. It's divisive. It's two sides to everything. Like, so if you're telling people, hey, don't fill up on Thursdays, you're gonna have a lot of motherfuckers like, hey, I gotta go to work. Hey, I got kids. What the fuck? So
It's like, bitch,
That's why I
fill that shit
up
up
on
the day
Wednesday,
before.
right? Like,
Exactly.
I would think like with the power of social media, like if it's state by state, I feel like that might be our only possibility. Someone big enough to. That's why we got to get the views up.
And
son.
that's the thing. Yeah, no one would really have to sacrifice. You just don't fill up on a certain day. And it's so easy to do because most people aren't planning out what day they're going to fill up their gas tank. They're just waiting for that shit to run out. So if it's the day before Thursday, all right, I better go now. It's Wednesday. It's not like you have to deviate or just say, it ain't like it's the fucking Montgomery bus boycott where you have to walk to work or something. No, bro, you just fucking don't fill up your shit on a certain day. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we not filling our shit up. That alone, bro.
And how do you even get the voice out? Like, I understand the power of social media, but it's like
we got millions of views, bro. we're the voice now. We tell them,
That's why I'm
if you
getting it out.
subscribe, if you following on TikTok, don't fill up your gas tank on Thursdays. We won't.
Shit, I would not. Bro, you know what's funny? I be feeling like I'm like a big EV guy now. So I be feeling like not even my problem, but like my primary car is definitely not an EV.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to have the EV for like a month.
Bro, that's
And the Challenger is fucking horrible on gas.
Guzzler.
So I'm definitely all in that boat as well.
Yeah.
But then again, I've not done shit to try to start up no boycott. Someone else got to do that shit. Okay, fine. Are we doing it here? Fuck it.
We started here,
right
bro.
now,
This is where it's good. This could be our #1 clip. Woo! All right.
All right. Should we go topics?
Let's go topics.
First one, we have our Disney drama.
Yes, we do.
You're watching Disney Channel.
Brought to you by Kai Creations. Remember you used to do little shit, drawing it out.
Yeah, man.
I always dreamt to be on a commercial.
The bill is called "Don't Say Gay" by, I guess, critics and people in the media.
You can't start with the bill's called "Don't Say Gay." Come on, give us a rundown. What's going on?
HR 1557.
Bro, they don't know what the fuck we talking about. You cannot start with the bill says. I want to hear Disney has issues with the motherfucking employees about to walk out over some bill they didn't pass, and then tell me what the bill is.
All right.
So the bill is it's like, what are we talking about?
I mean, that's the title, but I'm trying to give you the real name of it. But okay, so pretty much a bunch of Disney employees started walking out of Walt Disney World because they were mad that their CEO didn't have a more public stance against the "Don't Say Gay" bill. And so the bill pretty much says that students who are in kindergarten through 3rd grade should learn about gender identity and pronouns and things like that. And so
damn, 3rd grade?
They shouldn't or should learn?
They should. Like, that should be inside the school curriculum, that they learn about the intricacies of gender, and pretty much everything we're talking about now on the social social norms. So he didn't make a public stance against that. So then the Disney employees got mad that he wasn't verbalizing anything, and so then they kind of had to walk out and started protesting and shit like that. So that's making a bunch of noise right now.
So they're mad at him for not saying anything about the bill.
Yeah.
Like, what side of the bill are they on? They're like, don't teach the kids about gender studies in the fucking 3rd grade, right?
They want him to. Like, they want to teach that inside school because, and I guess the problem is that the bill itself doesn't say the word gay, but they kind of refer to LGBTQ in like these broad terms. And so a lot of people are saying like, hey, that's kind of fucked up because you're trying not to say gay, but you're saying it in a weird way.
You're just saying it with bigger words.
With bigger words. So like a lot of people got mad about that. So I guess the wording of the bill.
Motherfucker, why are you trying to teach?
I'm confused. So the bill is saying that kids 3rd grade should be taught about all this bullshit, right?
Gender
all the woke
studies,
shit.
Pronouns.
And so the employees at Disney are mad that the head didn't speak out against the bill.
That he didn't say anything publicly supporting the bill, pretty much.
Oh, that he didn't support it.
Okay,
like,
okay.
he
That
didn't-
makes a
like,
lot more
verb-
sense.
yeah.
Like,
Get the fuck out of here. He didn't support it enough?
who the fuck is
Yeah.
hiring that dude?
All right, if they said he didn't speak out on it, I would understand that more. Like, why didn't you go against this bill?
Go against it, yeah. Like, the
But
aspect
they're saying,
of
why
supporting
didn't
it?
you clap it up in the back?
Bruh, that's wild. Try to teach 3rd graders about gender identity.
So
Like,
it started off with like the Republican, what is it, DeSantis?
Bro, this shit is bullshit. I can't even
Yeah,
lie.
no,
Like,
it is
this is
bullshit.
wild to me, and I kind of like that he held his own. He said something about like you guys don't get paid to tell me what to do or something like it.
Is that what he said?
In some
Because
regard,
I would be firing motherfuckers. Like, and what I just don't lie, man.
just clock out forever. You know, like
Yeah, clock out forever on God. Because it's, bro, what happened to the days where people got hired for a job and then they felt like it was just their duty to show up and do their job and contribute to the whole of the job? Not to fucking tell your boss what he needs to be speaking up about and what you're happy with, and we're going to walk out. Bro, you know how many people I fire? Because you know how many people would be dying to work at Disney?
Yeah.
Man, y'all fucked it up. I hope y'all happy over this fucking bill that got nothing to do with me.
I feel like the only way that it does affect them if it's like big people at Disney. You know, people who are like some producers,
Yeah, like
specific
stockholders.
People. Yeah, some people that actually have leverage, but I feel like it's
Shareholders.
more of like maybe the newer woke kids that are working there. So like, all right, let's organize this shit. He ain't saying nothing. We support this and he does not. So he's not going to have an employee for a few days.
Yeah, like what if he just had, even what if he had a different opinion from y'all? What if he was like us and was like, yeah, I don't know why the fuck we even talking about that shit in third grade.
He's like, my daughter's in the third grade. I don't want to learn that.
Yeah, oh God, what if he's just like, no, we have a difference of opinion. Like, is that not allowed anymore? Motherfucker's like, nah, I'm not showing up to work today. I don't like my boss's or no, I don't like his non-stance on something or non-speaking out to applaud a bill that's trying to be passed. Motherfuckers is weird, bro. You need to show up, do your job, or you could just kick rocks.
What's the owner's name?
Bob Chapek or Bob
Okay,
Chapek.
okay.
So like they were mad that DeSantis, which is the governor of Florida, like about his stance on the bill, and so they were talking to the guy Bob Chapek because Walt Disney World was in Florida. So like that was kind of the connection there, and he later apologized for failing to be a stronger ally to the LGBTQ. So adding that Disney would pause all political donations in Florida and donate $5 million to the rights groups, the LGBTQ rights groups. So he kind of caped out.
How do you feel about third graders learning about gender studies and pronouns? And
how I feel, I think that shit is disgusting. I think, shout out to Neely Fuller. I think what you should do is have a list, right? Constructive acts, and then not constructive or destructive, whatever, right? Or have those two lists up there, right? And then take a bunch of third graders and kindergartens, right? Put them in an auditorium and show them gay sex, and like teach them about like, okay, here's how a man and a woman have sex. Why? To have a baby. All right, that is a constructive thing that helps society in a way. Here's what you get out of it. Take them kids, teach them about constructive and not constructive, and then show them gay sex, lesbian sex, show them trans, all that shit, and say, okay, do that. Do what they just did. Okay, that's what I want you to do, little third grader and kindergartner. Do that, okay? Now tell me what comes out of that. Like, nothing? Oh, okay, all right. I guess it's not that constructive then, right? So what the fuck are we talking about? All right, cool.
That's sick.
Next topic.
Bro, that is.
I mean, but that's what they want to talk about, right? Like, let's show them gay porn.
Oh, so you're saying that's what they should do? But
Just take them down and say, hey, I want to talk to you about gay sex, okay? Here it is. And let them kids be fucking traumatized. You want to talk about it so bad, show them what it is.
But they might be fucked up in the head and they start thinking that shit is cool and now they in it.
That's what I was like. That's the thing.
Shit
it's
isn't
like,
cool.
okay, and as a parent, it's like I don't even want to talk to my kindergartner or third grader about regular sex.
Yeah, what happened to the birds and bees and shit, bro?
Like,
this is how your dick gets hard.
Yeah, what if I don't want to tell them about that? I don't want to have that conversation. Some people don't learn about sex till like 15. Like you.
Even early, bruh.
You never had to talk.
I never had to talk in my life, bro. I'm kind of glad and I'm kind of not glad.
Because you ugly. It's like, we don't need to give them no talk,
bro. My parents is like the type that girls don't even talk about when they're on their period. You just have to deal with them being angry and no reason behind it. And it's like, I didn't even know my parents had sex. Like, it was like that type of a fucking life. I was curious, like, do you guys think this type of study should be taught a little bit later, like in high school or not?
What is the studies? Because it's like you're in kindergarten to third grade. You don't even have a sexual preference. You shouldn't even know what a sexual preference is.
When
they
you're
want
in high
these
school.
kids fucking putting on dresses in the fourth grade, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, you're a girl. You're a girl now."
That shit is crazy.
Okay, Jimmy. Well, this is your new identity, and you wore the dress, so it is what it is. Welcome. Yep. We have a classification for you, brother.
So, like, okay, but you didn't even learn about sex until you were old like that, right? So now imagine you're at school and you're learning about gay sex. Like, it's just gonna fuck you up.
It's like of all the issues we have as a nation, like this is the shit we're focused. Like this is what the kids need to be learning. Other places gonna pass up our country, bro. Because motherfuckers at 8, you're gonna be learning about some bullshit that's gonna have y'all thinking about some bullshit and not focus on what y'all need to be focused on.
These are pronouns. They, them, G. Come on, motherfucker.
You can't assume someone's It's interesting how like the outlier can become the one kind of running the show. Like, obviously, you were talking about the philanthropic.
That's a difficult word.
Sorry. Anthropologic. The anthropologic thing in terms of like conception and shit, right? Mm-hmm. Guy and girl go off and have a baby. I lost my point. I honestly forgot my point. What I was saying. Niggas' words started becoming difficult and shit. What was I saying though? Dead ass.
Anthropological, guy
love
and girl.
making, baby
So when it
comes
comes
out.
to the dudes,
Oh yeah, so obviously like that as a species is what we're like programmed to do. Then we understand other people are different. Their brain is wired differently. They like the same sex. Obviously, anthropologically, not useful to a race continuing to grow unless you're adopting, which makes sense because babies need homes.
Yeah.
But still, as far as reproduction, so that's how we're designed to be. Now, if you have something going on in your head, now we understand. Oh, some people are born like that. You're gay. Makes
That's
total
fine.
sense. Now, trans, we understand that's another condition in the brain where you feel like you should be the opposite gender and all that. Totally fine. I think like I wish we got to the point where acceptance of everyone was like that was the point we wanted to get to. Now it's like the opposite. Now it's
forcing
like
you.
yeah, now it's like no, the kids need to understand this and they need to see this and they need to
don't bring the
understand
kids into
all this
it.
fluidity because this is how we live by. And so now everyone needs to be aware. Why can't people just kind of learn as you go and just learn to be accepting of all people and just know that people are different? But at 8 years old, that shit is a random ass time to be learning that stuff. I wasn't thinking about that shit.
or 5. Like
I think back
kindergarten's
then
like
I still
5,
thought
yeah.
that. I think I might have thought that. No, I don't know if I was thinking about sex at that time. But at one point, I definitely wasn't sure if sex was like done by like sucking dick. I thought that might have been what sex was. I wasn't sure.
I mean, yeah, you really don't know. Like, there's different
Bless you.
stories about how,
Thank
like
you.
sex happens. You know, you stare at a girl too hard or something, or fucking, who knows? You didn't know how babies were made. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, mommy's belly's big, and next thing you know, she pops out something.
Yeah, like
And
health class was a shock to me.
Mm.
You know, like you always hear like different, like there's always a young motherfucker
This
who
is
has
a
older
vulva.
brothers who are like showing porn and fucking on the school bus.
Yeah.
You know, you learn, you kind of get bits and pieces, and then once you're in the fucking health class, you're like, oh, okay, now you put it all together.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But I don't know, like shit. A lot of parents are not. Well, I would say more foreign parents wouldn't teach their kids about sex. But I'm not saying all of them, but a certain group of them. But yo, come on, like this is a lot to learn from. I guess like in the sense of like if you're trying to get into the other perspectives, okay, these kids need to learn about it at a young age, so they could just have the pronouns right, so we don't have these issues with you getting older and now you don't know the pronouns. I'm just like, yo, that's a lot for a third grader to process.
And why is it the school's decision to make that choice? Like, the parents should teach that.
I don't even
Like,
think it's the school's decision. It's a political decision because bills have to get passed for you to get education. You know, there's a lot of research and scientists that are they're doing a lot of experiments with different groups of people. It's very
who's funding this?
people who fucking lobby.
But I'm saying, like, I don't think they're that much of an organization to get that much money. Like, there has to be some other backing behind this. Like, this is a rhetorical question. I'm not assuming you have an answer, but like, where is all this money coming from for all these fucking studies about like gender and shit? Like, why is this the biggest topic that we're talking about right now?
Well, I feel like it's a big topic about gender because it's been highly prevalent in these last few, like probably last 10 years. That's the big thing. So it's like, okay, now we have a lot of these questions. Let's find some studies for it. So obviously people are going to make these studies. I feel like the people who might be funding the bills to get passed are people who got bread or organizations that got bread and they're just kind of lobbying. You know, they're paying hella money, making donations, so their bills get passed.
Cool.
So
Are you
I
gonna
don't
teach
know.
your kids about sex?
Huh?
Are you gonna teach your kids about sex? Like, what age is
Some
appropriate?
point, what age is appropriate?
Does it make a difference if it's a boy or
Maybe
a girl?
like middle school, honestly. A little, maybe like a light talk in middle school. Nah, my guy's gonna be a rock star, bro. I better tell him younger than that, bro. I might tell him 5th grade, start just like, you know what I'm saying? Anything going on down there, little fella? Nah, I'm just playing.
Now, once I realize he's beating his dick,
How you gonna realize?
because motherfucker, you never stayed in the shower, and you just in the fucking shower, and
You beat your
you're
dick in the
not
shower?
wet. You come out and you're not wet at all. You're just beating your dick with the shower
You're just
on.
gonna be outside the shower when your kids shower and come out and be like, oh, you were beating your shit, huh?
Nah, that's what Joe Coy said. He was like, yo, my son, he be in the fucking... He turns on the shower and thinks that I'll hear him not in the shower. And then when he comes out, he still smells like shit.
Oh, that's
Like-
hilarious.
So, fuck the Disney employees, end of the day.
Yeah.
Bro, I just feel like that shit is weird. Sorry, back to the actual, like, niggas walking out. I just wish motherfuckers would get fired.
Yeah.
I would be
Straight
firing
up.
people, bro. I don't like this day and age where everyone just feels like they got a voice about it. Man, what happened to pink slips? Remember when everyone was getting laid off and shit? Do
Yeah.
that shit back in 08 when we had the big ass
Well, Obama probably you probably wouldn't have got fired.
Huh?
I said Obama brought in like a lot of the legislation for the genders and stuff like that. So you wouldn't have got fired in 08.
I'm talking about during the recession though, when businesses were laying people off left and
Yeah,
right.
true.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Motherfuckers be too comfortable in their
Maybe
job.
they're also like walking out is because they probably have some projects that are probably gonna have gender influxes.
They have a movie coming out where they show a lesbian kiss on screen, and they're gonna air it. And it's a Disney movie.
Yeah,
They're
that's
being,
probably
like,
another
progressive
big
about the
reason.
shit.
It's
So
like
they're
No one
forcing
cares
that shit.
about a lesbian kiss.
Okay, but it's still no.
It's gonna make
Come on.
It opens an uncomfortable conversation for parents that might not want to have that conversation.
They need to get the men in there smooching if they really want to make a splash.
Oh, 100%.
Don't nobody give a fuck about no girls
Hilarious.
smooching.
You got to be like Lil Nas X or BT.
Fuck,
If they
bro.
want to really make a mark, stir up some noise, you get two motherfuckers on there smooching,
Don't even-
smacking.
just the sounds, just
Tongue and everything.
Yeah.
One of them got to have a beard. You know.
All right. So recently, Meg Thee Stallion got more drama with her label. She signed at 1501.
Favorite artist.
And we've heard. Oh yeah, I got a new name. I'm about to start calling her after all this shit comes out. But so Tina Snow recently got into it with their label or not label rep. He owns the label. Doug Crawford, former baseball player, uses baseball money funded into the label 1501.
Big ballin'.
So she came out and said, my lawyers asked him, Doug Crawford, for an expense report, money 1501 supposedly had spent on me. Why is this grown-ass man put this jewelry and chains on there? Lord, free me from this joke-ass label. Oh, my fault. My fault.
You gotta read.
I always do that when I'm
bottom.
reading fucking tweets, bro. You gotta read bottom
Hey,
to
so
top.
the way you do it is not playing.
First the man over my label said I don't make him any money. Now he countersuing, trying to keep me on his label because he wants to make more money. LOL. If I ain't making you no more money, why not just drop me? And he is countersuing, or he's suing her because of basically she had a project and under contract she had to put out X amount more albums. She put out a tape and wanted to count it as an album. Obviously, the label side is not going to
why
rock
would they
with
want to
that.
drop her? She's a money farm.
Yeah, so then she carried on. And sorry, so that's what sparked up her originally saying that. Then she said, let me go, LOL. Greedy ass men. My lawyers asked him for an expense report, money 1501 supposedly had spent on me. Why this grown ass man put his jewelry and chains on there? Lord, free me from this joke ass label. Carl, you got a whole contact with 300 and you talking shit to me like I got your fucking money. You are attacking me. Why? Because you want to be famous, not rich. Ask Kevin Lyles where your money at, stupid. You hate black women. Nah, I'm just playing. But you know she wanted to say that so badly. You know she wanted to say that, bro. Carl, I don't want to be signed to your pill popping ass. You talking about I ain't paid for a show and you sound slow. I'm the artist. I don't pay you directly. Maybe. Oh.
You did it again.
No, I didn't do it again. Oh, actually, I did. Fuck me.
You did it again.
Carl, I don't want to be signed to your pill popping ass. You talking about I ain't paid for a show and you sound slow. I'm the artist. I don't pay you directly. Maybe fight with the man you signed to and you might see some money, you fucking powderhead. You hiding behind Jay Prince. Carl, you got a whole contact with 300 and talking shit to me like I got your fucking money. You are attacking me. Why? Because you want to be famous, not rich. Ask Kevin Lyles where your money at. Stupid. And prior to that, this is what he posted that made her first get going. He said he posted a screenshot saying Meg Thee Stallion record label sues her. Last album didn't count. You owe us.
Ooh.
He said, stop playing the victim at the Stallion. You haven't paid for one show since 2019. Hiding behind the Rock Nation. You can keep that bullshit ass mixtape and send over the straight drop whenever you're ready.
And what was it called?
You forgot that
So
part.
her last album didn't count was because she an album is any more than 7 songs, right?
Right.
And her album had 21 songs, and they obviously they have different types of what's that shit called? It has to have a certain time limit of the amount of music you made, which is like 40 minutes. Her songs had too many skits in it, too many long intros, which he didn't count as music. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it came out to like 30 minutes of music versus 40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the whole thing was pushed like a tape. And I think it's the one that's dropping out, Something for the Hotties. Even the title of that shit is clearly a tape. That ain't no album. She should have at least given it a name so she could be like, nah, fuck it. That's a project.
Something
for the hotties. That literally sounds like something to hold y'all over.
Yeah, is that so? Oh, go ahead.
Carl posted on his story, said, hey, y'all believe that bullshit all y'all want to. I don't got Twitter fingers, so I'm not about to type shit all day. But I promise, everything said about me about that matter is a lie. The truth will be out soon enough.
He type it right there.
Then he said, he said, defamation lawsuit coming. Ooh. And then he said, this is all coming from a bona fide alcoholic who fucked the whole industry, including her best friend, nigga.
She ain't fuck me.
Wait, her best friend what?
Best friend's nigga.
Oh, dirty.
Well, there's a lot of tea to uncover. There's a lot of tea here.
Let's get it aired out.
So first off, suit saying that basically you owe us another album. Mm-hmm. Does it seem valid? I have not heard the project, but from what I understand, it's more of a tape.
Does it seem valid? If it's written on a contract, if you owe them another tape, you owe me another tape. If it's on a contract or album, yeah.
She owes him 2 albums, so she's putting out one of them, and he's not considering that as an album.
See, I wonder, they got to go to, I guess, the music law on that at that point, because at that point it's subjective, right? Like, oh, I consider this an album or not an album, or a tape or not a tape. I guess we have to see what the law says about what is considered an album, and if it's written in their contract, then it's contractual. Like, there's really nothing you could do outside of that. Like, if her contract was 40 albums, you got 40 albums on your contract, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and another thing too is they have to clear it anyways. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of people can't get their albums out. Like, by contract, they have to clear it for it to go out. So if he's saying I'm not clearing it, it's like, well, you can't argue with that. Shit, it ain't ready then. It can't be dropped.
That's what happened with Lil Wayne and Birdman, right? Like his songs weren't getting cleared.
I think he wasn't dropping it because of all their like contractual issues.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. It's definitely not a good look. And I haven't heard her speak out since this, but now he was talking about also a defamation lawsuit for the stuff he said. She did call him a pill popper.
And he called her an alcoholic. Yeah, pill popper, cokehead, all that shit. That's fucked up.
Yeah, aired out his business and all that type of shit. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you don't like the guy, but goddamn, you gonna put him shit on blast like that? But he be popping pills and snorting lines and still owning your ass. So it's like,
he's doing something right,
and you an alcoholic, so I feel like y'all party together.
for sure.
Yeah, but their situation has seemed like weird from the jump, because 1501, from what I understand, signed her when she had no real traction, nothing really cracking. They get her. I mean, they signed with 300 as well. Yeah, actually, that was it. That was the parent label or whatever. Signed to 300, and they got her shit like booming, but it seemed like she got booming, got really big, especially during the pandemic and stuff. And then they have Rock Nation jump in and look at the contract. Oh, you getting fucked over. You might as well ride with us, and we'll try to get you out that contract. Rock Nation is not going to buy off the rest of her contract, and that's what would be required from Doug Crawford. So she's now trying to be like, all right, I'm going to finesse it, put out some bullshit projects just to get off the album. Get off the label. Drake did that in, if you're reading this, it's too late. He just that's why that shit didn't seem that finished or that great of a project. He just put that shit up because it was contract renegotiation time or whatever. But it was the same type of situation of, I'm just going to finesse this one forward and then try to get the money right. Up, yeah. But remember, her off the jump back then, before she even put out her debut project, was already talking about, nah, fuck my label. I'm trying to get off this shit. Nah, let me leave. Let me go to Rock Nation. Bro, I don't think, when people say that, it's like you don't understand how much these people, it's a music business. So when Doug Crawford is putting his funds into this label to fund artists, that's to get their return. Yeah. So people, they're not really why the fuck would you sign a contract? Even if it's not a good contract, it's like industry standard, but the artist is getting fucked over. It's still, first of all, it's still a contract you signed up for, but you have to at least prove yourself, and then you come cordially and try to renegotiate, which is the same thing Doug Crawford said at the time when it first happened. He's like, okay, this is a standard contract. You haven't even put out your debut project. Yeah. Usually what an artist does is put out the project, perform well, and then we can talk about renegotiation of a contract. Drake got his shit renegotiated with the quickness. I forgot what the bars he had on, if you're reading this too late, about getting his shit renegotiated. And boy, did that shit get renegotiated. So, I don't know. Everything about Meg, to be honest, it always seems like she goes about shit
and
in the least likable way.
Wasn't she in like a 360 deal with 1501?
I think she is in a 360 deal.
So it's like he's trying to get the profits from everything. So it's like whether it's merch, it's the music itself, the streams, the concerts. So I'm like, damn, you are really in a fucked up situation right now.
And at this point, he should he should as a businessman. And maybe people will have more sympathy if she was doing well as an artist, like musically. At least from my ears, I haven't given her the thumbs up, like, oh, she's great. If she was a great artist, let's say like on like a Frank Ocean type thing, or like, you know, let's say Isaiah was in that fucking situation because he's a great artist, but like less known, it would be like, oh, buy him out his contract, you know, help him out, like more so from the public. But she has dug herself such a fucking hole in the past like 2 years about, you know, the whole Tory situation. And even with this, just going off about the mouth about shit, now it's like you deal with it by yourself. Like I feel like Rock Nation has like, they don't even want to deal with her now, and they're not even trying to help her in this situation. Like she's by herself. That's kind of how it seems. Like
maybe he's also just trying to take the money before the truth about the case comes out, bro.
As he should. He should get every penny he's owed. Honestly, like And I don't feel bad for her. Like she gets no sympathy.
Yeah, and honestly, I hardly feel bad for people, especially nowadays when they're like, I mean, I guess in some instances, but when it's, oh, my contract's fucked up or whatever. Okay, but what leverage did you have going into the deal? If you like, yo, I'm going to start rapping tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, bet, I'll fund your whole career. I'm going to give you, first I'm going to advance you X amount of money. Then we're going to invest all this huge ass budget into your music coming out of my pocket. And you have no following, no leverage, no nothing. We built you into being a star. Yeah, I need a cut of everything. Yeah. You didn't have shit before this. I need a cut of every single thing you make. Whether it's a good deal or not. It might be too long, too whatever length. Either way, you started out with shit, decided to take the deal. You got to rock out with the deal.
Yeah.
And rock out the rest of your deal. And then now you're independent after that. And you can go sign to Rock Nation, reconfigure the contract with these guys. You have your windows. But so many people,
Tory did.
They get cracking. And then they're like, yeah, fuck these guys. They're taking too much of my money. Well, you're forgetting what the basis of the agreement was on. Exactly. We're going to blow your shit up and get you connections you would have never had, get you on radio.
Get you the money you never had either.
They said, recently they came out, said it takes like $1 million to get a record to pop on just on radio. Then you got the playlisting. You got the clubs. You got the DJs. There's so many things they're getting you access to. How many fucking commercials is Megan in?
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
The same way you talk about Lil Yachty, he had the Sprite endorsements, all this shit. Remember when Joe Budden was yelling at him like, you don't know your fucking... He was in a 360 deal. There's a reason the label's gonna push you so hard. Let me get this same scenario. Let me get this nigga in commercial. I got tapped in with this. Oh, he's great on screen. Let me get him over here. We're eating off of all this, but we're trying to make back on our investment.
Right.
So her dumbass talking about, I ain't making no money, so why you want me on the label? Bitch, you've cost me money.
Exactly.
How the fuck I'm gonna just let you off the label and I ain't made my return yet?
Yeah.
And she's talking about how you put my chains on there as an expense report. Well, did they pay for it or not? I never hear her refuting facts. She just be like, how you gonna say that? That's sad. Like, it don't be no like the chains were bought from my like the chains were bought from, you just never hear no direct argument. Like, how this nigga gonna put how much are your chains? 30,000, 50,000? I seen you dripped out, so
yeah.
Nigga, if it's an expense, and it's an expense.
It was funny. She was like, I ain't got your money. We know. We know you ain't got the money.
Talk to 300.
That's the problem, motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit is different.
Hey, right. You say you got a name for her.
Oh, he said you gotta wait.
I'll reveal it. But, all right, back to... So we talked last week about the Rihanna and Drake unfollowing. Yeah. And I know we basically said we don't know the timetable. Apparently, they unfollowed her prior to that. Then there was the Fenty dropping her story, but it turns out that shit ended, the contract ended like over a year ago. But I started thinking about a different angle. We had not talked about the fact that Rihanna is signed to Rock Nation. She know what the fuck's going on. Oh. And her man's A$AP Rocky. A$AP knows Tory Lanez. Niggas know what's going on. When you on the same label as her, and all these label people were backing her, how did the Fenty deal come around? Fucking Rihanna is tied into that label. They all rocking together. Yeah, she gonna give her the look. Oh yeah, bet. Let's put her on Fenty.
Yeah.
Seem like people distancing.
Yo, and bro, this is wild.
After this, it's just seeming like every company is gearing up. Like, yeah, this shit not looking good. And maybe they do know something we don't know. Because it just seems like people are starting to make moves and all this stuff is starting to make it look bad. And even about like the Drake, Rihanna, all that stuff, she speaks out on everything when people say stuff about her.
Yeah.
Silence.
Shit.
Silence on this one. She not gonna say shit because Rihanna knows something. Niggas know something. Like, she is not spoken out about it, and she'll speak out toward anyone. As you can see, fucking Doug Crawford is getting the smoke. It's interesting, but that was one detail I forgot.
I'm not she can get the money.
How she gonna get the money?
OnlyFans.
Her OnlyFans will crack, bro.
Bro. I also, like, I've been hearing, like, Meg fans recently, they're like, "Oh my god, I hope she doesn't get canceled." You know it's going
gonna
bad.
be done.
You know it's going bad.
I really think she's gonna be done, bro. I think Rock Nation is gonna back all the way out, bro.
Yeah. That's the smartest play. It's like, okay,
Because it's
ride
evil,
your wave
bro.
until the case details comes out.
And then everyone's gonna look back at the facts when she was getting at the baby, like, why you working with this nigga, all that stuff. It's all crazy.
Yeah,
like, you start to look
yeah.
at every single thing. She went to live on was it his birthday? I think she went on live and that was when she first started airing the shit out. All this stuff is going to look so much worse when when you're looking at everything from the past, everything she did. It's some evil shit.
Why didn't Rock Nation buy out her contract? Like, how much do you think the contract is?
Yeah, that's a good point. A number they weren't willing to pay.
Yeah.
If I have a young and up and coming artist, like female artist, big in the game, has some hit songs, like, and I'm Rock Nation, I have a conglomerate of artists. I'm gonna pay your contract out. Let's make some bread now. Let's make some motherfucking hits. You know, like let's stay focused on it. You ain't gotta worry about that. You just want some Grammys. You're good. Like, I don't need you on social media talking to not Terrence Crawford, fucking
Doug
Crawford, fuck all of them. Them little ass. You know, pay them off. Let's make this bread. That's my idea
Must
of
be
like
a
how
fat
it work
number
out.
though.
Yeah.
It can't be more than
It's
what,
probably
10
not
million,
worth it.
100 million.
100 million.
That's a lot. That's too much. I wouldn't pay
For
100
Meg?
million. But if it's like 10, 20,
I
okay.
don't know the business well enough to know what
Yeah,
numbers and what she's gonna gross and what your return on your investment is gonna be. But shit, if they did, whew, boy, would that have fucked it up. Imagine you're down 10 mil and then what's it looks like about to happen with
They
Megan's.
probably knew. I'm just saying, Rock Nation probably knew. They
They wanted some Grammys off that shit, but no, now they're gonna know like that shit was. I mean, all right, I don't want to jump to conclusions about Megan Smollett, but we'll just see what plays out in court. All I know is another fact that I forgot to think about every time we talk about the Megan Tory shit. My boy had no gunshot residue on his hands.
That is a big factor.
Yeah, there's two things that get rid of that. One is urine, and I forgot what the other one was.
I don't think he.
But I don't know if he had that shit on his hand.
I don't think he knows that to piss on his hands. Like,
I would have pissed on my hands first thing.
Yeah, just whip it out right there.
I just do it just in case. You know, just gotta have it ready.
See, but gun residue, that's like a big determinant and like a big factor in the case.
So
'Cause you can't get rid of that shit. Even if you wash your hands right, it still don't come off.
Seriously?
Like, it's like
I think it stays
Yeah, we
on for
knew
some
that.
time.
Yeah.
Is it like
It's some
you have to
crazy
use
shit.
bleach?
Yeah, I think it's some shit like that. But so we have no gunshot residue on his hand, no bullet fragments in her feet.
You having your
No-
back turned.
Admitted having your back turned. Witness say the muzzle flash came from not Tory's direction. And you're coming off fucking weird every chance you get, my G. Like at this point,
Dummy.
she Megan Smollett. And look, if I'm wrong and the facts come out different, it's okay. Like at this point, I'm totally fine being wrong. Like, oh shit.
I wonder if BLM's gonna support Tory after the case.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
they're gonna
BLM
support
just gonna
Meg.
throw their hat in the mix, bro. They're gonna support whoever
Oh my god.
or both of them.
Support black women.
They're gonna be like, it's
I know
the
they
feds.
can't. They haven't said a single thing about this case. So it's like
Yeah, fucking annoying.
we're just tuning in when you want to.
Oh, props to Meg. She didn't bring up the "you hate black women" card to Doug Crawford. He must be married to like a black woman or something.
Man, I feel like Doug Crawford was like, "Yo, where my money at? And why don't you have it?" And she's like, "Hot girl shit."
Yeah, bro. I think the whole way of conducting yourself like that publicly is just like kind of lame. Like
Like a trashy whore.
especially not. I forgot. We didn't even talk about that
I
part.
didn't
They
say
said she
it.
was smashing everybody, but no, I just meant like, well, maybe this does fall in that line, but just like the tweeting, like tweeting and just kind of disrespecting people like that publicly.
It's
It's not the best business practice. Yeah, I mean, it does make you look immature and just like not maybe the greatest person to work with, just in general. Y'all think she'd be fucking the whole industry?
Well, I don't. Maybe, who knows? But I'm saying from what
I
I've
ain't judging
seen,
her for fucking everybody.
I've seen her on live with her friend. Like, yes, bitch. Like twerk, twerk. I've never seen Beyonce do that shit. Like anybody of a certain caliber, they're not gonna be doing that shit. Just on live, twerking ass, showing titties. Like that's disgusting. That's horrible.
Well, Beyonce
Talk
also
about it.
grew up in a different era too, so it's like the social media era was very different.
Respect. Yeah, that doesn't translate through eras. Like
I think
fucking
Beyonce is kind of a tough like,
professionalism.
What about Doja Cat? Because Doja Cat is pretty big. She's 10th on the fucking most made money
I feel
for
like
hip
she don't
hop
conduct
artists.
herself like. I mean, yeah, she gonna be doing some twerking, but like she also goes live and like talks to people forever. I feel like actually a lot of people are bought into like her personality and the way she
She's humorous. I
Yeah,
enjoy
she
her.
got a sense of humor and stuff. But I see what he's saying about just Meg in general. She not everyone's cup of tea though, and I think eventually just like, oh, her personality just might not be for you or us.
I don't really judge her for fucking everybody in the industry. What's wrong with that? That's like that's
ain't
your
nothing wrong with
choice.
that.
Like
That part, yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
it's like
shit, I don't know.
I don't even think that's a diss anymore nowadays.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people fucked a lot of people in the industry.
Exactly, it's the industry.
It's the industry.
What are you getting into?
Is Meg an alcoholic?
100%.
Guys, we have enough information to make this decision. Make
There's
this
way
judgment
too
right
many
now.
lives for us to not say that she needs AA.
Megan Smollett is an alcoholic. Put that
fine.
on wax.
Yeah, put my name on it.
Put it on TikTok.
Yeah, I believe it. Shit.
My sources are telling me.
Yo, I can't wait till Tori could speak about this shit, bro.
Bro, it's going to be whenever this shit is done, that's going to be
Bigger
I
than
can't
OJ
wait
blast.
for content, all that shit.
Bigger than OJ.
Bigger than OJ.
Yeah.
Shit.
Who shot you, bitch? Hey, he has to do a freestyle
Yo,
over that
who
beat,
shot you?
bro.
Yeah, that would
that'd
be
be
the most
hard.
fire
That'd be the craziest
freestyle.
shit ever.
Yo, he
All right,
probably
bro,
already
but
has a bit.
to be honest, like, not to be a hater. See, I'm not trying to be a hater. Not trying to say no negative stuff. But her shit is a rap. If that shit like
It's over.
If it comes out like that way that it was, she capped the whole thing. Straight rap, bro, because you're evil. You're straight evil at that point. You made up all this shit about a dude, tried to end his career, and it turns out you was capping, you was hurt.
Ain't nothing more painful than a woman scorn.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, that shit no bueno. All right, next up on the news, breaking news with Lotto. So is she not called Mulatto? She used to be Mulatto, right?
Yeah.
Why'd she drop off the Mel? Well, the Meh. That's weird. Anyways, yeah, she got some breaking news. She basically said an artist tried to exchange sex for a verse clearance.
Ooh.
And yeah, we'll see what she had to
That's
say.
wild, son.
I'm clearing my album right now, and it's been like difficult to deal with these men. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to keep it business, and then they want to like.
What do you mean by that?
It's a feature on my album that it was difficult to clear, and they like trying to drop their on me because I won't respond to a DM.
Don't drop the nuts.
Really? Is it and without saying the name, but is it artist or producer or somebody?
Artists.
Oh wow.
Artists, yeah.
And they'll still be on the album?
Yeah, just because I love the song so much and I had to turn it in yesterday, so I didn't really have a choice. So I was like backed into a corner like bully.
Damn, I'm sorry that she had to go.
All right, I'll tell you guys who were the men on the album. So we got 21 Savage, we got Lil Wayne, we got Childish Gambino, we got Lil Durk,
got hella features.
Nardo Wick,
say
and
Nardwuar?
Kodak Black.
And everyone is saying it's Kodak.
I think Kodak. We'll say that later, but Kodak came out defending
Yeah.
himself. But
Well, overall, the situation, that seems unfortunate for a female artist to have to deal with that. Not gonna lie, though, one thing she did say at the end is that, yeah, I kind of had to put it out because I really just, like, loved the record, and my back was in a corner, too, so but I was like, to be honest, you wanted that record to drop. That's why you kept trying to clear it, and we're having
Yeah.
trouble clearing it. So it's not like, at that point, it was just too late. I had to put the song on. Fuck no, you was fighting to put that thing on.
Yeah,
so it's an
yeah,
issue
yeah.
with clearance from the male artists.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wouldn't clear his
Oh,
verse
okay.
because I guess she hadn't responded to a DM, and the whole internet was funny to Kodak, and then he basically says that shit wasn't me. I've been with way richer bitches in the
Yeah.
past. So his words, not mine.
Yeah, bro, that's some crazy shit in the industry. Like, I got a homegirl. She just recently told me, like, she was working with somebody and he got her some gigs and he's paid her. It's been good. It's been cool. But recently he just told her, like, randomly, like, oh yeah, you know, I got a crush on you and shit. And it's like, yo, the business was right there. Like, I thought that's what you needed me for, but now it's like you switching up. And there's always that type of power dynamic. You know, you need something from me and I'm paying you. I just feel like for girls in the industry, it's better to come and have some type of leverage. Like, instead of just going and hanging out with the person or trying to get shit done for free. It's like, if you bring money to the table, they can't say shit else about besides business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you bring up a good point though, like trying to have leverage, but it's kind of hard because you know you could find another pretty face that sings. Like
Of
that, I
course.
feel like that's like their mentality about it, right? But like I think the whole industry is that part is really disgusting.
Not if you really bout it like that, because you're gonna deal with this consistently.
True.
Because there's a lot of men who are gatekeepers in the industry, right?
Yeah.
So I know this is a different artist, and this is for something that you need a project for, but I feel like that's some really scumbag shit. It's like I can't get over that fact. That's got to be so difficult for women to be in the industry, be in a pretty face, and be like, oh, that's all it's here for. I was trying to fucking make a hit.
Yeah. I mean, okay, let's say you are like a good company, right? Where you don't do something like that. Let's say you're managing Lotto, right? Yeah, you're managing Lotto. Like, how do you deter that from happening, right? Because I guess the conversation with her and the artist, would that be interpersonal conversation? Or like, how does the guy get the verse, you know? It's like, how do you contact him and say, hey, we want you to work together, and then they DM each other, and then it's like, hey, I want to fuck, and she's like, no, and now you have beef? Like, how do you protect your artist from that happening on an interpersonal level?
I feel like, because the way she described it, she was saying that she didn't respond to a DM, so she felt like that's why the dude wasn't clearing it. I feel like this isn't like a 1-2 situation where it's like the guy was like, because that's the headline, is like it was exchanged for sex for clearing a verse, but really it sounded like what she said sounded like someone got salty, was like, nah, she ain't even respond to my DM, I ain't clearing that shit. So you can't really defend from that. Like if someone goes and lays a verse for you, sends the verse in, y'all got the verse for the album, and then they don't want to clear the verse, it's just how, I mean, people got to clear their verse when they do a feature. So if they're hitting you up, and I guess it is what it is. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, first of all, she got her shit cleared at the end of the day, but she shouldn't have to DM him to get the verse on the album. But it's not like she had to do, like, she already had the song ready, I assume, and he just sent in a verse. So if he's like hitting her up, and I just feel like it makes him look like a weirdo, whoever he is.
Yeah. And it's like, if the DM that she's not responding to is like you hitting on her or something like that, can't be that salty. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, I get the gist, or I don't get the gist, and now I'm gonna try to fucking what's the word? Not blackmail, or try to hold something over your head. You know?
Yeah. So, but like, does the label clear verses, or does the artist themselves clear verses?
The artist.
Okay.
Well, I think both would have to.
Yeah.
But both would have to. But if the artist isn't clear, he has to clear his own verse, whoever it is.
Even after he said, I agree, I recorded it, even after the fact, it's like, okay, here's the finished product. Now I still have to verbally or write, say I cleared the verse. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's terrible,
disgusting.
man.
Yeah.
From the other artists besides Kodak, who would you guys think? I don't know who Nardo Wick is. I haven't heard. I think I heard like one song, but I don't really like.
Smoke with me.
Hey, Nardo Wick.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Nardo.
Because Lil Durk got a girl. Lil Wayne and Childish Gambino.
They on a different type of time.
And
Savage
21
on a different
Savage.
type of time.
Yeah, I don't know who else.
Yo, Kodak.
No,
what did you DM her, bro? Kodak on that DM and shit.
But I feel like I saw something that somebody asked her, was it Kodak? And that's probably another reason why it blew up. It's like, all the fingers got pointed to Kodak.
Did she have like a hesitant response, or did she say like?
Nah, she was like, I'm not trying to put anybody in, I'm not trying to put anybody's name out there because that would just ruin a lot of relations or whatever. But she didn't hesitate or anything like that. She just didn't want to say anybody's name. Yeah, that'll just tarnish everything.
Hey, she doing her shit though, cause she got 2 pretty big stories, and it's about to be album mode, and she doing all these interviews, and I feel like that's kind of what you want to come out of interviews with anyways, is some fucking headlines, and she not looking bad in any of them in terms of like, she didn't make herself look bad in any way. I'm saying like
she did a good job.
She had or actually anything else on this one?
You guys listen to
Sex
it
for Verse?
Nope.
Lotto? Yeah. The album was fire.
Oh, seriously?
It was really good.
I don't believe it.
I might listen to it now though. I didn't know how all those features on it. And Childish Gambino.
With
How
Lil
the fuck
Wayne?
you get him?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's
Hey, but look, Lotto bad, but have you seen her moms?
No.
Oh, they both bad.
Yeah, I've seen her moms. So
Apple didn't fall far from the tree, huh?
Yeah.
No.
No, the mom better. I can't lie.
All right, so
Swear to God.
All right.
Sheesh. MILF. You love MILFs.
Swear to God.
Milk and cookies.
All right. So recently there was a songwriter who claimed he helped her write Up and Down and wasn't credited on it. So on Thursday afternoon, singer-songwriter Monday took to Twitter claiming he didn't receive credit for his contributions to Up and Down, Lotto's 2020 joint record with Saucy Santana. So he posted on Twitter, shout out to the time I came, and it's a picture of, I'll put it up on screen. Shout out to the time I came and wrote for Lotto and Saucy Santana Up and Down and completely got left out of the credits and ghosted. Wow, I guess you do have to shit on the little person to get on top. This is well, actually, sorry. I'll keep going. She said, I don't even know who invited you this day years ago, but you were very much a fan, suggesting lines, I should say, and I kindly passed on all your corny bars. That was cute, but the world saw me writing since a kid on television, sir. Sorry. 777 out at midnight because I see what you tried to do there.
Yeah, bum.
Then she said, look at the same dumbass trying to say he wrote for me, recording like a fan while I'm literally writing with a pen in my hand. As Santana says, did you get that line yet, Lotto? The jokes write themselves.
Damn.
Ooh.
Hey, I remember being in school having pens in my hands and not writing shit or copying off somebody else.
Oh, he responded. He responded. I'm sorry. There's one more. Lotto, first of all, you're not confused to why I was there. K. Michelle referred your manager, Brandon BFM, to me and told me to pull up at Doppler Studios to write for you. I never lied on my pen. Can you say the same, sis? Oh, there's more.
Damn.
If I continue to let shit slide, major artists will always think they can do shit like this to smaller artists. I said what the F I said. The truth will always prevail.
Yeah, he didn't even try to curse on Twitter.
Sorry, he said TF. I said what TF I said.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's talk about the timing. This is a song from 2020. Right as she's in the headlines. Now my boy out of nowhere want to be like, yo, shout out to that time we worked on this music and I never got credit for it.
This helps the both of them. Like, he's getting his name out there. Yeah. He's
True.
getting bigger. And she has an album coming out. So now she has to fight adversity or bullshit that's coming out.
It helps.
I feel like this is a win-win situation. Like, he's defending himself. Yeah, maybe he threw in a couple of lines. They didn't get brought into the verse or whatever it is. Just like, yo,
is he crying? Like, is he just? Because I've heard like a lot of artists talk about like those songwriting sessions where there might be like 10 people in there. So it's like a lot of people are going to get left off the credits if you really have like a big part of it. So
have, like,
how are you going to
people
come out now saying, "Hey, I deserve credit for that"? It's like I don't know. Like, we gonna talk about that shit now? Come on, dude.
Yeah, I feel like it's cap just because like the timing don't add up to me. And then even his retort, like, you know why I was there. K. Michelle referred me to your manager, and you're like adding the names and stuff like that, which you'd think would gives you more validity and credibility. But I'm just like, now you name dropping people. Or he told me to be there, and that's why I was there.
And this song is already out.
Nigga, tell me what bars you fucking wrote. I wrote the whole hook. I wrote the first 4 bars of your verse. I wrote the last 4 bars. Them is my words. He just saying, nah, I was there. I was writing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think they in on it together?
Do you think so?
Maybe. I always
just for the album play, like
exactly.
Get spicy.
You have to juice up shit, you know. Kanye is the best at doing it.
The greatest.
So
I don't know if she like hit him up. It's like, hey, bro, tell him you wrote that song in 2020 real quick.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know because I think the songwriting credits is kind of iffy, right? If there's 10 people in the room, all 10 people are not going to get credit all the time. Probably maybe the bigger names, or like Kanye's been known for having a lot of people in the room with them, but you're probably gonna get left off if you don't have that big of a part.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be mad about it. Just fucking tell your kids, hey, I worked with Kanye.
It sounded like he didn't do shit. I mean, from what she said, it sounded like he didn't do shit. Like from her perspective, also, because a writing credit, they say like anyone who like participates, whether it's like 1 bar or 1 line, is supposed to get credited. That's the difference between a ghostwriter and someone who's credited on the album. That's why Drake's albums have hella people credited on the writing credits. But Quentin Miller was a big deal because he's not a credited act. He's actually laying down reference tracks and sending them, and then you're laying down your shit. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I feel like he probably didn't do shit. Because if she's really that diehard saying like, I wrote all my shit, the same video you took is her clearly saying, yo, did you finish that line yet? And he's not pointing out nothing he actually wrote. He's just name dropping. The name drops are probably accurate. If you was in the studio, someone had to refer you.
Yeah.
That doesn't really mean much. That doesn't mean like, that doesn't mean that you wrote the song. So why don't you point out parts of the song that you wrote? That's what I would do if I wrote the song. Obviously, you're telling me that you wrote that whole fucking pre-hook that was there, the whole bridge. People could tell you what they wrote. Chance will tell you what he worked on Kanye's part, on Kanye's album.
And how much money do you get retroactively from that? Like, they're going to say, oh, okay, we made this much streams. Here, take your fucking $20. Like, what?
I don't know what the percentage is for writers. I think it also probably depends like who you're working with, is they probably have their own like business dealings. in there. But if he just got told like, hey, slide through to the studio, I think he's more getting at the fact that he wasn't credited. He can't put that to his list of work he's
portfolio or something.
Contributed to. And
I
it's
would
just
think
random
that's like
timing.
I would think that's like the grind of it. Like you kind of go to a lot of studios and especially like somebody who's helping you write. I would think that's part of the grind. It's like you help some people, they're not going to credit you. And
well,
then,
they're supposed to though.
Yeah, like depending on how big of a part you did, I would feel like it. But after a little while, it's like, oh damn, this guy he got a lot of people on his resume. But if you're not getting credit, yeah, it's
and
not.
that's why generally everyone who contributes is like, if you look at the credits of an album, there's usually a lot of people, and that's why writing credit doesn't even mean necessarily that you're helping with lines. It could be helping with melodies. You just in there talking your shit. It's supposed to basically be credit anyone that like has an input in that portion. But he ain't saying none of that shit. He just saying shit. I didn't get credited. If I don't stand up for this now, and I hate when people act like they're trying to take a stand for other people, like it's not just for them. Fam, it's 2022. Her album's about to drop. She getting more press than she's ever gotten. I didn't even know she changed her name to Lotto, but she did just do the interview Academics as well, right? I think she was on Academics podcast. So she's getting a lot of looks, and now you want to come out, and even the way he put it out was like, that shit was a little stupid. Like, shout out to the time that I did blah, 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 blah. I never got credited. And I got ghosted. Fam, it's 2 years later, bro.
Yeah, shut up. Complain then. No.
Bruh.
It's facts.
Bruh, you know, this one time this artist didn't give me my credits for helping him write.
Was it me?
It was Rizzy the Great.
See, I believe. See, I gotta add y'all.
He's just waiting on it. 20 years later.
Shout out to the time I was in there. You can have a video of me in there recording. Be like, yeah, y'all didn't see the part where I wrote the verse.
I told him to say that, man. I told him to say that.
Oh God.
Like, hey guys, it's 444.
Oh my God, make a wish.
It's a sign, man.
Make a wish, boys.
Keep doing podcasts until we reach episode
444, and then we'll retire.
Yeah.
Retirement at 444.
Nah. We're gonna have a drastic breakup. You're gonna fire us, and
I'm gonna set up all the mics, come in, empty set. Saqib, you are fired. Then I'm gonna text you like, hey, bro, watch the episode. If we're not big enough by then, if it ain't like making no headlines, yo, watch the episode real quick.
TV show shit.
Shit.
Yo, are you guys really fighting right now? What the fuck, man? Like y'all stand up really beefing and shit. Storm off, flipping tables.
Hey, did you get recognized anywhere you went this week at all?
No.
You loser.
I didn't go out.
Did your esteem drop?
Nah. I was
just a little bit.
No,
the way you said
bro.
nah didn't sound convincing. Said, no, I don't care.
I'm totally fine. I didn't go to the gym, bro. I haven't been at the gym.
Oh,
last
you
week.
slacker.
I haven't been slacking with them clips. One just got posted, all right?
Hey, that's true. If one thing gotta give, it's definitely always working out. That's the problem. That's always the one that's not worth, like, if I have all this other shit going on, workouts gotta get cut. It's just not logical. I'm gonna feel stupid as fuck pumping out iron and knowing damn well, like, yeah, the pod's not ready,
bro,
clip's not ready.
I fucking workouts, it just kind of gets my head right for the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that frustrates me. I just want to be able to do all
Health, I'm gonna tell you something like someone told me a long time ago. Very good quote.
It's gonna be a gem.
Health is wealth.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold that one. Yeah. Write it in your notes.
So you see
Write it in your
Tammy
notes.
fucking fat ass alive until goddamn
1,000-pound tan. You know,
healthy
about
kids
funny.
dying from heart attacks and shit.
Oh God.
Oh no, we should just restart him.
All right. Rolling. All right, yeah. So next up, Joyner Lucas. You ever play Joyner Lucas? You got a couple of Joyner Lucas songs.
Fuck no.
You like it?
No, I don't have any Joyner Lucas.
You never heard
music.
that double time though?
That double time.
No, I've heard two Joyner Lucas songs, and one I watched because I liked the video, and it was a music video. It was the Will one.
Oh yeah,
And he had some pretty cool transitions. I watched it twice. I didn't even finish it the second time, and I was watching for the effects. That's it.
But I know you've heard other stuff because remember I played you the song with Joyner Lucas, Tech Nine, and Logic.
Oh,
boy, was it a vibe!
I forgot what that song sounds like.
It's an unforgettable song,
bro. It's a song that you don't understand any of the words. They're spitting so fast.
Encyclopedia bars and shit.
Joyner's dope, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dictionary shit.
So Joyner recently took to Twitter to air out his grievances with Lollapalooza, the festival. These festivals is gonna stop playing with me like I ain't that nigga.
You're not?
Putting my name next to the names of a bunch of random niggas that nobody heard of and offering me a weak ass bag. Then I say no to the offer, and these hoe ass niggas put me on the flyer anyways at Lollapalooza.
Hoes.
He kept going. Niggas is on going start putting respect on my name. For years I've been getting these weak ass offers like I'm some lil nigga. Then niggas who ain't even on my level or doing my numbers is getting put in big letters while they writing my shit hella small on the flyer. How, Sway? Something about
he
when he gets
actually asking
specific.
Sway?
Something about how he gets like specific on the letters does make it sound a little funny. They in big letters. But he is right though. I mean, I seen the flyer. I seen the clip of it, and I'm like, oh, I see what he's saying. I'm the biggest independent artist, period, with the exception of my nigga Tech, and I got the numbers and the fans and the bag to back the statement up. How is it that these festivals keep trying to bunch my name up with a bunch of these niggas or a bunch of niggas who ain't on my level? Nigga, I'm Joyner Lucas in all caps.
Who?
He continued. Bro hit me up today asking me what time is my set at Lollapalooza. I said, huh? Went and looked at the flyer and had to find a microscope to find my name. Disrespectful. They said I had to get my numbers up to be respected. So I went top 10 Billboard independently. Still this. The man's upset. Sorry, he did one more.
You got it.
He posted the picture of MGK with his tongue out all black with his nail polish and said, then you got this goofy ass nigga headlining SMH Houseway.
I'll tell you guys who's headlining for Lala. Oh, keep reading.
Okay, the last one. There's one more after. Someone said, don't bring out the rap devil, talking about MGK. Man, listen, LOL, what my brother Marshall did to this nigga at Machine Gun Kelly is light compared to what's waiting if you want to walk down the street with me. Ain't nobody worried about a nigga who paint his nails. Fuck out of here. And he said, the next day he went on and deleted all them shits and said, them damn Russian hackers done hacked my phone yesterday. SMH. Russia, man.
Bro.
He's a pussy.
Why?
Cause how you gonna say all that shit and then say, oh, the Russian hackers?
It's
not the Russian hackers. You gave details. You was pissed off. My name is Little. I had a microscope. I got these independent numbers. Russian hackers don't know about that shit. They for sure don't know about your name, nigga.
They worried about the war.
Yeah, I think
They for
he's,
sure don't know shit about you. And then he's like, I'm the biggest independent artist, like next to Tech. Russian hackers don't know who fucking Tech Nine is.
I think he was joking about the Russian hackers part.
He had to.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he was joking about it.
But he
I don't think was
deleted
serious.
everything. Like, why wouldn't he keep it up and still joke about it?
Well, good old tweet and delete.
Okay.
And another thing,
If he didn't delete it, I wouldn't think that it was that bad. I felt like if he kept the tweets and he did it, that would have been a funnier joke. But you deleting it, it's probably someone telling you something in the bag. You're like, yo, you got to delete that shit. It sounds like you're kind of,
you might not want to leave up
ankles.
like a whole rant about Lollapalooza and MGK. And just in general, it might not be the best thing to just leave up on your. I feel like most times when people come out like stuff like that, you only gotta leave it up for like a night, delete it.
He was probably faded. He was just like, in the morning, it just doesn't feel right to have all this shit out.
I think it served its purpose, got everyone talking. But most people, I feel like they don't really like just leave stuff like that on their page.
That dude is delusional.
Why?
If he thinks that people are going to Lollapalooza to see him.
Well, okay, let me tell you the Lollapalooza lineup. So they start off with Metallica, Dua Lipa, J. Cole, Green Day, Doja Cat, Machine Gun Kelly, Lil Baby, and Kygo.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Joyner.
Yeah.
Even out of that lineup, I don't even like rock music, but I'll go see Metallica before I go see Joyner.
I felt like Joyner could have been up in the layer that's like above him.
Yeah, he was very low and a very like small name on there.
Yeah, you literally have to like take your time to find Joyner.
So is this issue valid?
Okay.
Okay, I have a question. I don't want to answer a question with a question, but like when artists say I have my numbers, like what does that mean? Because like
I think he sells really well. I think he does like really good numbers. He top 10 Billboard and shit. I looked into a little bit and the numbers do check out.
Okay,
but sometimes I think a lot of like what the festivals are caring about is like commercial value and stuff like that. And Joyner ain't really that commercial like that. I know he does big numbers. But I could also see him being upset. I feel like he's not supposed to be happy about being put that far down on the list.
Yeah.
But maybe it is kind of a illustration of, I guess, how he's viewed in the culture. Because no one's looking at him like people would have been surprised if he was headlining it, for sure. That would have been random. MGK, I'm not surprised by headlining. Joyner, I would have been surprised by, for sure.
Yeah. Why aren't you... Oh, because he's in the media. Like MGK, he does his shit in the media.
Yeah, MGK, he just got like a lot of people like his stuff, whether it's rock or his other shit. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's that. He's more visible in the media and stuff like that. If it was Russ, I would for sure get the issue. Like if Russ was in the same thing as Joyner, that would make more sense. But also Russ probably has been in that position a lot of times and probably did say some shit knowing him.
I haven't seen Russ at like a festival lineup like ever. Have you seen him in a festival lineup?
Not since he beat up Smoke Perp. Or his boys beat up Smoke Perp and that other dude.
Yeah.
See, but my thing is like, why are you as an independent artist mad that you're not getting the same push as other artists that are on labels? Like, they're gonna obviously have a higher spot than you as they're on a label.
That's a pretty good point. I
You're by
can't lie.
yourself. Like,
Because they got Willow Smith over Joyner Lucas. Are you familiar with Willow Smith's work?
No, but I know like that's cool. Like, just for a festival, I'm thinking about how many people can we pull based off your name alone. Like,
Denzel Curry.
Okay,
He's up higher than him.
He's in the darker black.
Denzel Curry has a cool fan base. Like, I got
Maybe
some
Jonas
Denzel
should be
Curry.
higher. I think regardless, Jonas should be higher.
He should at least be at this point of it. Like right here versus down there.
You're saying like the upper portion
Yeah,
of the,
bro,
but
that's
like
just
Big
kinda-
Sean. Yo, Big Sean ain't
Like,
even
right
on
here,
that thing all big.
instead of in the middle right here. Like that's some.
They don't know where you're pointing.
I think they took him off.
They don't know where you're pointing to.
Yeah.
Maybe we flash it up or something. I don't know, but yeah.
Even then.
Yeah.
It was so small.
It's like there's 3 tiers. There's
That's
the
just crazy.
mid,
There's
they have
hella
the
names on
boom,
there.
and then the big names. Yeah, that's. and
I wonder what
Jordan's
the
like-
bag was. I feel like the bag was too light. I feel like if the bag was right with that bullshit, he wouldn't have been tripping. The bag must have just been a low ball for him.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of artists, I feel like they'll go, they're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna go to the music festival to perform and get my name out there, whatever. But most of the time, when people go to music festivals, they're not only here to listen to you, they're here to listen to all of these artists. So it's like you're not. I don't know if your bag's gonna be as nice because there's other people that's kind of helping your bag too.
Over under
You know what I mean?
100,000. Over like how much do you think it was? Over under 100,000.
I have no idea. I wouldn't know
I don't know
what
the business
basis to put the
aspect.
number on. I don't know what he makes for a normal show.
me neither.
I don't know what he pulls for a show. That's the thing. When you don't know the analytics, it's kind of hard to like gauge. Because also, bro, deadass, I don't know one Joyner Lucas fan. Like, I don't know if they're the bunch that's even turning
Robert.
up the festivals.
Robert.
Oh, the Jim Robert? Oh, okay.
Squeaky.
Shit. Oh, I didn't know he liked him.
Damn.
But yeah, okay, so there's one person I know. He not pulling up to no festivals. Like, I just feel like I don't know if he's gonna draw in a bunch of people to a festival to the point where it's benefiting them to put him as the headliner. But he is very low on that thing. So maybe it wasn't the most respectful move. And that might just be the part that sucks about being independent, is that you have to deal with shit like that. Because obviously you have a label rep, they're gonna work that shit out. Like, don't put our artists that far down the list. Meanwhile, he over there fucking with what's her name? Karen
Civil.
Karen Civil? Yeah, he over there beefing with her. Like, he really has no label. So shit.
Yeah. That is such a good point, especially about the label. I like that. That was a great one. That was smart. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's next?
All right, yeah. What's next? Well, we out that biddy. What else do we got?
We gotta end it on some Joyner Lucas. We gotta play some music.
Oh, we got the capper of the century.
Uh-oh.
Y'all ever heard of Kid Trunks?
I know he was on like the SoundCloud era.
Kid Trunks? I think he was more SoundCloud. Yeah, he kind of, I guess. Honestly, I don't know shit about Kid Trunks.
I just know the motherfucker was just affiliated with X.
Members only. Yeah, he was in members only. Everyone thought of him as, he seemed like he was cool with the culture. People fuck with him. Then at one point he went off saying that he had a very rare form of cancer that was almost like incurable. And that he had about like some months to live. So of course all his fan base is like, oh shit, this is crazy. And then like I think 5 weeks later he said he was cured. So people were obviously like, bro, that's bullshit. I think there's been 4 in total little hoaxes he's pulled. So we're on the 4th one. I forgot what the 3rd one was. The 4th one is he basically came out and said that he got shot in the face, talking about pray for me and all this other stuff. And it was just a picture of him in the hospital with like a little bit of like blood on his chin. So he posts that, and then
Someone
he's
from members
talking
only,
about pray
right?
for me and stuff. Then he goes on live, and he just has a little fucking bandage on his chin. It looks hilarious, and he's trying to really convince everyone that he got shot and whatnot. And then someone from members only, I forgot his name. I'll post the info, but he was saying, yo, this man, like, no one from members only fucks with him. No one claims him. This is the 4th time he's been on some weird shit, lying about this shit, talking about he got shot. And he needs help. Like, he's just definitely on some weird shit. I forgot what the other stuff is.
What happened to his chin was that he slipped and fell at the airport.
That's what he said. He's like, bro, he slipped and fell at
and
the
he
airport.
fell on his face.
He said he did that shit months ago, and he just had that shit stored. So then, you know what else Kid Trunks was saying? He's like, man, I just appreciate all the love I've gotten. Like Doja Cat called me, so-and-so called me. He had a list of people that called him. every single FaceTime call, first of all, his hair color is different in every one of them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this nigga dyeing his hair every day. So they're either old calls, and one of them was from when people were making like the TikToks where like you could pretend like you're talking to a celebrity.
Yeah.
And he's using one of those.
I think it was
as his
on the
FaceTime
Billie
call.
Eilish one.
The Billie Eilish, that's what it was.
And she was on, like, somebody else did, like, you saw another TikToker use that same exact shit for the Billie Eilish video.
Kid
Or the
Trunks needs
FaceTime.
help, man.
That's what I was just about to say. That man needs help. He needs rehab for his pathological lies.
I don't think he got the money.
Damn.
That's what it sounds like.
Bro might be down bad, man. Yeah, it's crazy because I remember it's funny how your perspectives of people changes so easily. Because I remember when X had first passed, he was one of the first people we were hearing from about how he was just so hurt and sad and stuff. And obviously, you're looking at him in the light of, oh, you was in members only. I'd heard him on songs, but you was X homie. So obviously, we just have a level, I guess, love for you if you're a fan of X. Like, oh, this is one of his people. Like, you want to hear what he has to say. And then as time goes on, it's like, yo, my man is tripping, bro. Like, but this is the most worst put together thing. Like, you better have like an album or something dropping. Like, you have all these different FaceTimes and you're never once looking like, oh, my hair is red in that one, blue in this one, green in that one. And you're trying to say all these people have reached out to see if you're good. Billie Eilish is wild.
And the craziest shit is like, you're going to do all these shenanigans or whatever you want to call them. The tax. What does 6ix9ine do? The gimmicks and shit.
Yeah.
And then you're going to try to get sympathy clout? Like, how is that going to help your career in any fucking way? You sound like Megan Thee Stallion.
He never.
Megan Smollett.
Megan Smollett. I totally forgot. But yeah, that's wild. You're really trying to bank off of your career from sympathy clout. Yeah. And they're not even good. Like, people are finding holes in your story. Like, how are you going to have a rare form of cancer and then say it got cured? Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Or if you're gonna clout chase, have a plan with your clout chasing. Like, do what Brittany Renner did. Write a book. Like, she did it the business way. Like, okay, cool. And these motherfuckers just be lying about shit with no plan or just.
And you lying about the shit, it kind of takes away like our sympathy for you for like, okay, yeah, your homie died and you're probably close to him and shit, and this might have fucked you up. But now the shit that you're pulling is not something that your homie would even like. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what you think your like all of us, we're homies, right? Like, we want the best for each other. If I started doing that shit, like, how are y'all gonna be looking at me? Like, yo, yeah, I had cancer, dog.
I'll be like, you're gonna be off camera from now on the podcast. We just have your voice and shit.
Yeah,
I don't want to mess up the brand.
Hilarious.
But yeah, shit. Prayers for Kid Trunks, bro. That shit is it's an interesting case, man. Yeah. But like, there's nothing he's even trying to monetize. It seems like, or any type of way he's trying to build it into something. Because if you want to lie and do all this shits and giggles, just you better drop something cool. But then again, maybe he is dropping stuff and no one's gonna hear about it.
Yeah. Nope. All on SoundCloud.
The tree falls down in the forest and no one's there to hear it. Does it make a sound?
Yes.
No.
Prove it. Exactly. All right. What's up? We got time for like one more. What time is it? 5:01? Oh, yeah. We got time. What's the last one we saw? Oh, 42 Dougie.
Talk about it.
Anyone got the Carfax on 42 Dougie? Actually, no. I took the pictures. Don't even try. I got him.
You want to give a preface, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
So 42 Doug recently got accused by this woman who saying that her and a friend got assaulted by 42 Doug. And there's a lot of shit going on. She got a bunch of different stories about that. And we about to find out what the stories say.
All right, bet. All right, so one of the girls came out, Polka. She shared a screenshot of... It shows like voice messages are being going back and forth, and then she responds, "Oh, okay." It says 50K hush money, and the rest is blocked out. And then 50K, yeah. And then the next message: "We in front of the police department," and then it's blocked off. She said, "What niggas did to me in at Serenity is not worth any money. Shit is not a joke."
Serenity Sky.
Oh, my bad. Then she said, "They threw my friend phone, Serenity Sky, out the window." Then she continued. She showed a picture of a Miami Beach police report being filed with her. And it just shows her name and info. And then she tagged, "Baller Alert, Hollywood Unlocked, Gossip of the City, Shade Room. 42 Doug beat on my friend and held me hostage along with his crew." Then again, she said, "Shade Room, this is where it happened. like grown man beat on my friend at Serenity Sky and literally didn't let us leave. And the hotel didn't do anything.
Wow, hotel. What are y'all doing?
Bums.
And then she posted again talking about she's known to do bitches wrong.
This is a girl that like supposedly she's like Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, like she's one of those.
Yeah, I guess they're saying there's a girl tied into 42 Doug's camp, and the girl showed a message saying, "You have my other page blocked, but she's no good to be around. She's known for setting girls up. She's known for selling bitches, and she's known for being straight disrespectful to women too. Stay the fuck away from that bitch. She's bad news."
So then 42 Doug didn't listen to her advice?
To be honest, that's what it sounds like. If you looked at that message on its own, it would seem like that was being said to 42 Doug. But I guess the girl who's accusing him posted that screenshot, and someone was saying that to her. I don't know what girl she's referring to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't really have a name for that girl.
What do y'all think about this, man?
How real and how fake? How do you feel about it?
All speculation. All speculation. But I feel like some rappers do be on some weird shit though. Like they get high,
sure.
drugs, on some pills and lean, and probably would beat some motherfuckers. Like especially you in a hotel room, like just a woman by herself. Like that's not an advantage. You're at a disadvantage. So like, and you're around all these like hood motherfuckers. Like it's a possibility some shit's gonna happen. You know. So then it's kind of hard for us to say like whether it's true or not if after the fact we don't have like a clear indication of the beating. Like we didn't see any pictures of her like face fucked up or anything like that. So right now it's kind of like he said, she said.
It's because she's capping.
Okay, exactly. So because if it was really like, no, he beat me, I'm pretty sure we'll see a picture, bruised eyes, fucking DNA or something. Like maybe you scratched him, you got some nails or something. Like
didn't she have pictures?
Not that I saw.
Oh, it's on. I feel like I saw the pictures. There was like some scratches and shit.
Okay,
but like I didn't see anything that was like, oh my god. But still, it's like I don't know how true it is or not. Because all you hear is from their side of the story. I haven't heard anything from 42 Doug. And also, if you listen to Adam also said those girls aren't really trustworthy. So I'm like, he got more ears in the industry than us. So it's like. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, especially like when something this big comes out, I love that Charlamagne says he's like, if the truth is bigger than the lie, that's what the people are going to eat up, you know? So
if the lie
is bigger than the truth. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the right way. But yeah, I feel like every single time something like this happens, whether it happened or not, if it didn't happen, it's like the rapper's name gets fucking dragged throughout the media, and then when you realize nothing happened, there's no like repercussions for all that other shit. Nobody really gives a fuck about whether you did it or not. They just want to know, oh, did it happen? Oh, this is something to talk about, you know? Story, now we can talk shit to you.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's motherfuckers got to start filing the defamation lawsuits, man. True. Got to. But bro, just the way that it's all being posted about, honestly, makes me question the validity of it all. Seems like it's on some clout shit. Especially she keeps tagging her homegirl over and over again. And just the whole process, like what she showed. It's always look at what evidence someone is bringing forward. Why are you showing me screenshotted messages that are giving me no context because you're literally blocking out? You got 50K hush money and the rest is completely blocked out. 50K. Yeah, and then, we're at the police department. Yeah. Just the whole shit looked a little weird. Voice messages, shit, might as well play them. Fuck it, let's see what y'all was talking about. Yeah, show the whole story. And then you post a picture of the police report. It doesn't mean anything. You can just go and that's not doing anything.
You just grab the paper.
It was a note card.
It was a note card, exactly. Yo, can I get a paper real quick? At the beginning, it said, did drivers swap information? Sounds like that shit was for some accident stuff. I don't know if that's the same paper when you're filing a police report. I don't know. I mean, maybe the paper's the same. Who knows? But that shit did not confirm anything. So when people present like kind of stupid evidence, I started to question it. Like, you didn't have anything better than that? Because especially if something really happened, bro, I'm going to police and you're gonna hear about the charges being brought up against you, and I'm gonna show them the evidence, not social media. I'm not gonna be tagging my friend, tagging the Shade Room, tagging Hollywood Unlocked, telling
clout.
Yeah, straight. It seems like a straight clout move, bro. It's not for the gram. It's for real life. If your friend really got assaulted, you got assaulted. They wouldn't let you leave. And the hotel didn't do anything in all caps. The fuck is the hotel supposed to do? Are y'all running through the lobby on this shit? It makes no sense, bro. I don't know. I'm going to just start calling shit cap now. Because, before we got to be like, oh, no, we don't know. We can't
You gotta
take it.
hit both
Bro,
sides.
I don't, honestly, bro, if it don't seem like it's adding up, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be like, yeah, shit
Fuck
cap.
it.
And rappers got to stop fucking with shiesty ass bitches. Like, stop it. If you know she's out there like that, if you know it's possible you're gonna get a case, you know it's possible she's gonna try to poke a hole in your condom, don't fuck with her. Like, why do all the rappers fuck with the same industry bitches and like just ratchet motherfuckers? Like,
Maybe she's Selena 2.0 though.
just got the gawk.
Well, no, like just in
There
terms
ain't no
of
more
what
gawk in
Selena
the
be doing.
Eliza.
Ain't nobody else can suck a dick like, you know, like goddamn.
They at the right places at the right spots, you know?
See,
right time.
you need somebody who's discreet and like keep your shit on lock, can sign an NDA or something. Like she knows the business well enough. Like, okay, like escorts, they are very cool about it. Like they'll fuck a president and won't tell anybody, or tell their friends, but they're not gonna go to social media saying, "Hey, guess who was in my room today?" Like they understand their job. Like I'm a professional prostitute,
And they have to sign shit before fucking with these people.
Yeah.
They're sign the NDAs.
Where's the class?
Well, they're escorts.
Yeah, but you can still have class. Like the same thing with Matt. You could have class and do the shit that you're doing. Like, shit, god damn.
Well,
She's a
guys.
cap star. All right, you want to talk about your birth control you're gonna be taking?